So let me give you the reason why we run to this stuff. I'm going to give you the blames test. You ever heard of the blames test?
No.
Let me show you why your life is broken. Let me show you why our hearts are separated from God. This is a good person test. All right, I'll give you the pen and I'll let you check. Everywhere you're guilty, just put a check next to it. You know what blasphemy is?
Talking on somebody else, or
You close? Yeah, it's really talking against God. So that can be by word or deed. It don't have to be words. It's like claiming to know God. Everybody think you a Christian, but behind closed doors, when ain't nobody watching, you blaspheming God with how you live. Guilty or not guilty?
guilty.
Yeah, me too. Put a check for me too. You can put a check for me too.
Okay.
All right, L stands for lying. How many lies have you told in your life?
Oh God. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that a couple times.
You can mark me too. A is for adultery. You know what adultery is?
Yeah, I know.
You know how we commit adultery? The Bible said, let me let you see this. You're going to think I'm...
Because
Right.
I felt like they gave up on me.
Sure.
Because I got taken from them, put into,
Yep.
adopted and stuff. And so I hated that. I guess I did hate them for a long time, and I thought I was never going to be able to forgive them. But as I got older, I'm glad the way things went the way they went.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today. You know?
Okay, what do you mean?
Like the family who raised me, I mean, they raised me the best that I could.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I don't know where I would be if I was still with my parents.
That's a good
point.
point.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying now.
So as I got older, I learned to forgive them because maybe, I think everything happens for a reason.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's, but at one point in time, I hated my, I hated them. So mark me down.
You put one for me too, because I, same way. All right, so E, you know what that stands for?
Eat, because I like to eat.
No.
I'm just kidding.
It means exalt something above God. It's an automatic check. You already broke this one. Let me tell you why. What letter's in the middle of the word sin?
I.
So anytime you do what you want, who did you put over God?
I did.
That's exalt something above God. The Bible says you should not have any other gods before him. You know who we worship? Ourselves. Anytime we break into those commandments, we do what we want to do. So we just patiently reject God and we worship ourselves.
Right.
And S stands for steal. You ever stole anything?
That's why I went to prison.
I broke into a church one time and I stole something.
I went to prison for stealing cars.
Wow. Hey, you know what? We cousins then. I ain't get caught though.
I've stolen a lot, but I've not just that, but like I've done some messed up things, stealing from my parents, stealing everything I could do to feed my addiction or whatever to survive. You know what I mean? So I've done that a lot.
All right, let me see your pen. Now I want you to look at your resume. One day, it could be tonight, but I hope you live to be 200. But one day you're gonna die and stand before this righteous God. And Leanne, he's holy. He's righteous. He can't let you get, if he's a good judge, if he lets you go into heaven without no punishment, what kind of judge would he be?
Not a very good one.
No, he has to punish sin. He has to punish sin if he's good.
Even if you ask forgiveness?
Even if you ask for forgiveness. I want you to think about this. You love your kids. I love my kids too. An assassin came in your home. He took an AK-47 and gunned your kids. He stands before the judge, the man that killed your entire family. And he says to the judge, Judge, I know I killed his kids, but would you please forgive me? And the judge says, yeah, since you asked for forgiveness, I'll let you go. How would you feel?
No.
You will be outraged. Is he a good judge because he forgave and let him go? No. Somebody got to pay the price.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think they can just stand before God one day and just ask him for forgiveness out of all the stuff they've done. And nobody gets the punishment? Mm-mm. Somebody got to pay the price.
Right.
You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So if you stand before God tonight, even if you ask forgiveness, I don't know how many times, what do you think God's going to do to you, Leanne, if you stand before him tonight?
Still going to punish me.
He has to.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what the Bible says? You ever heard the famous Bible verse, the wages of sin is death? You ever heard that? Mm-hmm. The wages of sin is death. It's basically what it means is God is going to pay you with the death penalty, just like a judge that pays the murderer with the death penalty. Now, why should he do it? Why should the judge do that? He's just being a good judge.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, could that man do enough community service hours off to pay off his murder? Pay off all his murders? No. He can't do enough. You have any idea who killed Jesus? You know why he went to the cross?
For everybody else.
Yeah,
he paid the price for everybody else.
So who put him on the cross?
I don't remember.
We did.
We did.
Because he went to the cross for our sin. Mm-hmm. So think about this. If you killed God's son, how much good do you think you can do to pay him off after what you did to his son?
I couldn't do enough.
You couldn't do enough. So how much good do you think you can do to pay God off after what you did to his son?
I can't.
You know what God's going to give you to stand before him tonight? He give you the death penalty. Just giving you what you earned.
Right.
All right. So what you think right now? And then I got some, last thing I show you, I got some good news. What do you think so far? You concerned?
I mean, it makes sense. I'm not concerned because it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why are you not concerned?
I don't know.
I'm concerned.
Because when it's my time to go, it's my time to go.
And you go to hell for all eternity? That don't bother you?
I mean, yeah, it bothers me, but who's going to say where I'm going to go until I actually go? You know what I mean?
I can tell you. I can show you exactly where you're going to go. You don't